So this is how I see it. I see Donald Trump will get in regardless. Like however, whenever, like I feel like he will be the 47th president and he will be our last president. God allows things to happen so it can line up according to the Bible. So everything in the Bible can fulfill. And I feel like Trump is going to do so much crazy stuff where it's basically going to push war even more immediate, basically, than later if like Biden got back in or whatever. Because Biden allows a lot of crap. Like, basically, the other countries can deal with Biden because Biden just go along with what they want versus Trump, basically, obviously. Anyways, I feel like the seasons are very, very important. Like, not really the beginning of summer. I said the beginning of summer, but it's really the endings of seasons, like the end of fall, the end of winter. Now once 2025 hit, I believe that's going to be a very interesting year, and I believe 2026 is going to be a very, very interesting year as well if we're still here, because I feel like we will still be here. Um, if like the rapture don't happen this year or next year, I feel like by 2026 the rapture gotta happen that year. And I'm not saying it's going to happen that year, but I feel like it's just no way we could be here still after 2026. So like let's say like we still here in 2026. It's just like after that, it's just so many things aligning where it just don't seem like we're gonna be here that long. Obviously, Jesus is at the door. Jesus is near. Like repenting is really important now than ever because we don't know how long we have. Okay, we know that we're in the season. We know that we are in the end times, the last days, and everything is aligning very well. Everything, red heifer, the Euphrates, whatever, drying up. So many prophecies. The third temple being built. They pushing forward with this project 25. I didn't do much research on it yet, but I know obviously it's going to be a whole bunch of craziness and things that will allow these more things to happen, more prophecies to fulfill. And I didn't even name all the prophecies that's fulfilling, all the um earthquakes back to back. When it's in the Bible, when you see earthquakes in diverse places, look up. The hour draweth near. A lot of nuclear war going on. Obviously, World War III. It's so many different prophecies that are fulfilling. It's not even funny. It's just obvious of everything that's fulfilling in the Bible. Pestilence, famines. Eventually it's gonna be food shortages, and people have been talking about that for a very long time, but they really mean like for later on, not right now. Everything is just a matter of time. Literally, it's just a matter of time. So, anyways, like the end of fall is gonna be very interesting. The end of winter, like I said, it's gonna be very interesting. The beginning of the new year is going to be very interesting. The day before and after the New Year's, if we're still here in 2025, is going to be very interesting. And then once 2025 hit, and if we're still here, the beginning of each summer, the beginning and end is going to be very interesting. Different from now, where the ending of the seasons is more prominent than the beginning of the seasons for me. And I'm not saying about the rapture, I'm talking about for things to just hit the fan. And obviously, a lot of people not gonna still believe we're in end times or the last days until stuff really hit the fan. Like nothing has really hit the fan. Okay, COVID hit the fan, but not really. What's really gonna hit the fan is like I would just say shortages in like mm, war, of course, is going to be very prominent, because Russia is going to invade the U.S. And obviously, a lot of these different countries are going to be working with one another against the U.S. But the funny thing is, eventually, once they invade us, they're going to turn on they're going to turn on one another. But we're the biggest target. That's why 9/11 happened, And I feel like before stuff hit the fan, there's going to be more terror attacks and just things that's going to be allowed, and I don't believe Biden gonna make it. I believe Kamala Harris, whatever her name is. I don't vote. I feel like your vote really don't matter. Never. But of course, I appreciate my ancestors. But what I'm saying is, God gonna allow whatever is meant to happen, regardless of your